Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Watson off play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Allen now looks to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a give running right. It's Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. They run it again with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They run with Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Bills 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 31 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here this third quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Watson now to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Hines. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Diggs in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Hines. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Left side, Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Watson, off play action. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cook up the gut. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second is Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st down, Browns.
Watson on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Bills 35, Browns 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 11. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second rail. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. Allen taking it himself, and he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.